what I'm hearing, right, is not only you have best in class product, right, which is hard enough to do, but you've picked up a business education, sounds like through podcasting, because you're picking out things that, I guess I've learned over 30 years, where you're talking about having a separate company to have a separate cap table, presumably to use equity to incentivize people differently or however you're going to do it. But you had that already, that conceptually in your head. On top of it, understanding that one software business is going to have higher multiples and potentially be worth more. So having that foresight is pretty incredible. And then going out and using customers as investors, right? I've seen a couple of startups doing that, enormously successful, and they can control dilution a lot better, it seems, than kind of the traditional venture route or angel route that you see many entrepreneurs go. So this is impressive background, even just getting started.
Yeah, thank you. What's funny is, before I forget to say this later, the attorney that I used to help us set up Dealer Inspire actually advertised on the podcast I listened to. That's how I found him, because I would try to explain to the local attorneys that I was using, which was at the time was like one of the partners, like brother-in-laws, it's like one of those things. And I was like, no, I think we need to create a C corporation because there's these benefits for it. And they're like, what are you talking about? Double taxation, all this stuff, right? And I was like, I need a lawyer from like Silicon Valley that gets this. And that's how I found my attorney. Like literally was advertising on this podcast that I had listened to, and that really helped me learn a lot about business. So it's just kind of a funny story. For any of those advertisers that want to advertise on your podcast, I do want to say that it works. I mean, if you're hitting the right audience, it's an effective medium.